Good morning, how are you? Happy, let me think, it's Wednesday, I think. Happy hump day. We made it, you guys. We got a strength circuit. There's a lot of legs at the beginning of this strength circuit, lunges and whatnot, and I know some of you have trouble with your lunges and squats. Yeah, you got issues and you should have investigated those issues with a professional. But the other consideration I'd like you to think about is that those problems happen because of other problems. It's a layer. So I just wanted to address ankle mobility, all right? If you have limited ankle mobility, I'm going to squat and I'm going to fall backwards, right? Because I just don't have that solid footing. So as opposed to right here, that indicates to me good ankle mobility. Obviously your knees are going to be a big part of it, and that's going to be a secondary issue that we're going to pull apart at. But we're going to pull apart at it from the extremities, okay? And then we're going to move into it. So let's today think about ankle mobility, and I'm going to leave it up to you if I don't remember to do some mobility exercises before our leg days, that you could do that. In a half crouch position, you could just what's the word I want? Rotate into and out of. Rock in and out of that ankle and warm that up. You can almost feel a warm sensation happening there, okay? And again, this has a lot to do with your knees too. If this position is tough, all right, I'm just going to do it on the other side. Then you're just going to go to a straight leg ankle mobility movement, okay? So rock into and out of ankle mobility. And again, if those knees are an issue in this position, then come on up and do just here, just some ankle mobility movements. Pump it out. And then maybe 2 at once, okay? And let's start to pay attention to the area around the problem, okay? And we can move in towards the problem, and your physiotherapist and yourself can, work on that, right? All right, lateral lunge outs. You could use a weighted vest. You could use a dumbbell here or down here, all right? Reverse lunge. Again, for those knee people, just take it to a gentle visit. And I'm not gonna buy all the way in here. I'm just going for a gentle visit. For those of you that are prepared, you can do deeper ones, elevated, all right, for your lunge back. Quarter lateral raise, those are light weights, that's right here. So thumb distance, pump it out. And then we're gonna go straight into whoosh, shoulder press. Stationary lunge will be down with a bottom pulse. Gorillas, that's for upper back. And then I believe we go right into a low row, which would be right here. And you might need lighter weights for that. Band pull down, you're just going to grasp your band. And I'm going to show you a straight arm pull down. I'll be positioned differently here. But a straight arm pull down is an option. But you will have to set up an apparatus to have that band secured, well secured. So I want you to look forward to looking around your room and finding the equipment. These guys are at Canadian Protein, just so that we can give you some variety for your back, lat work, okay? So let's do that, you guys. Just go through it with what you know, what you already know, and keep in mind what maybe you could do in the future, just to change your workouts up slightly, okay? So my first one, as usual, will be a warm-up set for a lateral lunge out. Drive those hips back. And this is where that mobility comes in, all right? You guys with knee issues, you might just be stepping out and pushing your butt back slightly, okay? To a point where it's not painful. And then investigate and experiment each subsequent set, because you will warm up. You might be stronger. And lateral lunge outs. Excuse me. How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday morning? Lunge back. So here we go with that. Ankle mobility and knee to a point where you can control it. Can control the discomfort. Up tall, core is engaged always. If you need to hold on, you do that. Just give yourself a little bit of balance. That way you can put more focus in on the movement, right? As opposed to like spending all your time trying to balance. I usually find after the second or third set that I have a little more awareness, body-brain connection. Tall. And again, next round, if you want to use a step, a stair step, a bench step for your reverse lunges, that's an option. Here comes your lateral raise, quarter laterals, stay right here. Now these are going to fatigue those muscles slightly so that when you go up to your shoulder press, you might not need as much as you think. So again, we're doing a little recognizance mission here. Controlled. Nice, up tall, strong, pull those shoulder blades back. You're not hunched down here, right? You're up and back in a cartoon character posture and press. Fingertips are loose, press through the palms of your hands. That's tough. 40 seconds, you might need to come off. Remember, we're doing 12 to 15 reps, okay? Gorilla row. Those weights are on the floor, and they return to the floor each rep. Core, obliques, abs, low back, everything to do with your midsection is working, supporting, helping, stabilizing. And then the low row, I'm just going to take a little break because I'm not going to switch weights. You might go down to one set lighter, all right? Low row would be right here into the crease of your hip. And 15. You might need support. You might need a stool nearby to support your head and your low back while you're doing that, okay? And here comes your band pull down. Those are right here, right? Pull down. I'm going to do a straight arm pull down, and that's arms coming straight out in front of me, all right? Straight arm, and my lats are pulling. So this would be a variation on your overhead lat pull down. I hope you can see that. My movement is basically from here, about eye, down, and that's engaging my lat. Got it? Good, and a rest. Woo! Yeah, that first one, that first round. In the meantime, for more ankle mobility and for those squats, you might want to hold on here and just practice going down and up, all right? And then up. So the back of a couch, back of a chair, something sturdy to go through ankle mobility in during a working set. Alrighty, here comes our lateral lunges. I'm just going to use a little weight for this, I think. Alrighty, now I can lateral lunge there, and then I can switch over, or I can hold it up at my chest. Controlled movements, okay, thoughtful. This is a strength day, okay? You know, you might up the tempo a bit on a cardio day. That doesn't suit everybody, you know? The hammering on your body with those, you know, really quick movements is tough. And you get just as good a workout by going slow, controlled, maybe using a little heavier weight, dramatic and deep movements that engage all your muscles. You know what? I forgot, yeah I did, the stationary lunges with the bottom pulse. So, no fear. That's gonna make this one tough, right? We'll do that next. So we'll go through the shoulders and then back to legs before our back. Close. Yeah. Quarter lateral raise. Just a little pulse to pre-exhaust the shoulder muscles before you go into the full shoulder press. Good. Use a little heavier weight. I'm finding I'm like swinging these a bit. Probably going to try the next one up. Good. 12 to 15 reps. Yeah. Switch those off. A little rest, and here comes our stationary lunge with a bottom pulse. I did do these. And no, I didn't. And Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Bottom pulse. Whoops, other side. Last 2 rounds are going to be tough. There's not going to be much talking. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. Gorilla. And 8. So that's 16 reps. Perfect. Ooh. Hip, watch. Low row. I could even be here, you know, for support. Just a little bit. Right on the money. I don't like doing that. Okay. Lat pull down. That could be right here, in front, behind, depending on the mobility in your shoulders. Could be a straight arm band pull down. Again, you can get these bands at Canadian Protein. Now you can order them individually. The red and the black would be a good start. Or order the whole package if you've got the cash, because it's about $150, but it's worth it. It's a gym. It's a gym. Good. Excuse me. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, halfway there. That's good. 30 seconds to rest if you need mobility, or you want to check your mobility. See, if you go back to this little drill in between and see, you might not get much further down, but it might be more comfortable, warmed up and ready to work. All right? You always got to find your baselines and acknowledge success, right? Because God knows the scale doesn't help us out on that one. So here comes our lateral lunges. You can hold that up here for your lateral lunge. I want to illustrate that I'm driving my bum out back. Hang on here. Driving that bum out back, all right? And my upper body leans forward and my lower body is a counterbalance. And that way I can drive through the posterior chain and push off, add power. Good job. Reverse lunge, I'm going to try it up here for my third set. You might still be on the floor, you might still be doing your mobility, but this is the time to connect with those injuries and show them who's boss. Look at, I'm not going to push you around, I'm not going to be a bully, but I'm going to definitely be your friend and keep helping you through this tough time. Good stuff. Woo! Yeah, just that little elevation adds a little flavor to the movement. lateral raises, right? Yeah. Where's all my stuff? Here we go. And pump it out with control. Right up into a shoulder press. So back to back, these two are a dynamic duo. And that's 12 reps for me. Good, 10 seconds to rest because we gotta go back to those reverse stationary pulse. Ready? Good. Good. I was just thinking, if you need more challenge, add just a little more weight, okay? I think in fitness, people tend to go to extremes. They do way too much and then they kill themselves and they do way too little. When you're making these incremental progress comes from moderate, and there's percentages, there's definitely a formula. But I'm just telling you, common sense says you don't go from 5 to 50, right? Good. I'm telling you, injuries are not worth it. They're just not worth it. Gorilla row. It's not only getting over and healing and becoming strong and confident, it's getting the motivation back. That's the hardest thing in the world. You're high flying, I'm gonna do this. You get sidelined, and then how do you find that feeling you had? Like, I'm gonna tackle the world. If that one you just don't turn on and off. Slow and steady. For your motivation, you just accept them. You just accept the times that you come down into those slumps. You know you'll come out of it. Just don't let go completely. Too hard to come back from. And 15, nice and safe on your entrance and exit. And your transitions, they need to be safe, all right? It's when you're least expecting a problem in the most calm situation that something weird happens. Straight arm lat pull down. Lats are strong. You can use heavier resistance with this band. I would just take it up higher, but I would still make sure I'm hitting that lat. Control it on the way up as well, right? You just don't let it fling you back. We got one more round to go. Can you believe that? Whoa. At the beginning, you think, oh my God, am I gonna get through it? And it's like halfway there, 3/4 of the way there. This one's gonna be joyful. Joyful. Oh, 20 seconds. We're gonna go for those laterals. So far, I think we only missed the one stationary lunge with a bottom pulse. That's not too bad for me. Alrighty, let's go for this. I think I'm going to carry it in goblet fashion. You can also hold it down there. Watch your back. Watch your form, right? You want that, drive that butt back, and you want this foot to laterally, powerfully push, okay? Very rarely are we doing in our daily lives these lateral movements, and they're so important, okay? Just to give balance to the leg aesthetically and functionally. Push. Ooh, yeah, that got pretty tough. Reverse lunge. You might still be here, right? And that's fine. You might have a weight, you might not. You could be elevated on a step. Ooh, coming to that fatigue point. That's good. Hang tight. Quarter lateral raise. Right. Out of that. I'm going to take a rest so I can get more shoulder press out. Here we go. Feel good? Okay, you keep that there. What we got now is the stationary lunge right and left. Good. 5 seconds to go. Yeah. All right. We're home free. Won't be easy. Won't feel good. Always feel my head down, and I hate cueing it. You've got to learn to self-correct, right? Notice when you're starting to crumple. Pull yourself back up. You know, it would be nice to have someone follow you around all day and make sure that you're holding yourself correctly. But that one falls on our shoulders too. You'll find, I find with my push-ups and with my squats, I shut my eyes, number one. I don't know why that helps. And my head goes down. So being aware of in the ways that you begin to break down when you fatigue, that's important. Good. got gorilla row. Nice. Here's our back day. There's no chest in this one. We did a lot of chest on Monday, and you should be feeling some soreness there. We'll put it all together on Friday. So on this one we hammered legs, Monday we hammered chest, and on Friday we'll do more back. Good. And then we've got the low row. Just gotta recover from that forward flex position, right? And then get some good low rows out. Elbows tucked in. That's good for me. Ooh. 10 seconds to rest. That means I can really get some good lat pull downs. All right, finish up. Straight arm, directly out, maybe a little higher if you're holding higher, but it comes down and pulls with your lat. Or you've got the traditional lat pull down that we've been doing overhead. All good. Keep that neck lengthened. The default there would be to scrunch up your neck, and that's no good. All right, I went out on that last one. That was challenging in a different way. It kind of just drains you. Cheers to being drained first thing in the morning. Nice hot shower or cold shower, and we'll perk right back up. You might want to go back to those ankle mobilities. All right, I don't often remember to cue this, so you guys get it in your head. If you need this kind of work, you can add this anytime, and it's pretty much up to the individual to know what your weaknesses are and how you have to prepare for your workouts, because it's non-negotiable. You got to work out. Good. I kind of like these. Just rock and roll. See all the things we used to do as kids with alleys or digging or something? These were all the good things. We got to bring them back. I'm going to go on now, you guys. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow for some more cardio. I think it's Tabata. Isn't that awesome? Tabata Thursday. Well, I'll take it. Good going, gang. Thank you.